that's on me. When you see him, know that's on me. When you see him, know that that's on me right there. When you see him, know that's on me. When you see him, know that's on me. When you see him, know that that's on me right there.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, it's just me here today. I'm going to be doing a young mom story. I feel a bit orcs talking about this, but everyone wanted me to, so it's gonna be a get ready with me too. So I'm just gonna be doing my makeup and just talking about my pregnancy, like from when I found out to when I gave birth. So yeah, let's just get straight into this video. And yeah, let me do my eyebrows. I'll fast forward this bit and then I'll get straight into my story. We're gonna start concealing my eyebrows. Let's just start the story because I'm gonna get too distracted and then I want to forget what video I'm actually doing. So I feel so awkward. So the story is that, so I found out I was a little shit, guys. Not gonna lie. How old was I? I was 16. Yeah, I was 16, guys. And I'm not influencing anyone to do this at the age of 16. Wait till you're older, guys. So starting from literally like, so my birthday is November the 30th, so the end of the year, guys. Yeah, and going on to December and New Year's Eve, I was just thinking it can't be true, but let's just check. So then I got my older stepbrother to take me and my friend to the shops to go buy it, and he was very supportive. He took me and my friend to the shop to go buy it, and you know, he was very supportive, and he was like saying like he was gonna be there for me and my partner, like if I was pregnant. And so I bought a 3-pack and I took it. So I took 2. So I took 1 when I got home, so it was like the afternoon, and it said positive, but you know, I was young and I was like, nah, this cannot be true. So I ignored it, and then I was like, wait, let me just take another one at like midnight. So I did. I took another one at midnight and it was positive again. But mind you, I got a really cheap pregnancy test, so I thought it's probably not accurate because I got a cheap one, so let's just ignore this. And then like I got really scared, but I just tried my hardest to like deny the fact that it said positive. So what I did was, so I ignored it, and my friend's like, you gotta take the 3rd one because if you're pregnant, oh my gosh, you're gonna be in so much trouble. This is Sarah, guys. Sarah was with me when I took all 3. So she was the friend that came with me to the shops. And then I told her it's probably not true because it's a cheap pregnancy test, and she's like, you're probably right, but just take the 3rd one. So then the next day I took the 3rd test, and it was positive again, but my dumb ass just denied it, and I was like, nah, this cannot be true, it's a cheap test. So then I just chucked them all out and I ignored it, and I was like, I'm not pregnant, cheap test. And so I was like, do you just want to go to the doctors? And I was like, nah, I'm not pregnant, like it's a cheap test. And I just kept denying it because at the time I was like, I cannot be pregnant, like my mom gonna beat my ass. I just kept denying it because I really did not want to be pregnant because I was 16. Like, what am I gonna do with a baby? I'm in year 11, I haven't even graduated yet. I just started year 11, and So I just ignored the fact that I was. And then 3 months later, I started getting morning sickness. I was vomiting and I just kept getting sick, and I was like, oh my god, please don't tell me I am pregnant. I was like, come on, like I ignored the fact that I was, so please, like I cannot be. So I just thought like I was just getting sick because I don't know, I just kept ignoring the fact that I was. And then it just kept coming, like I just kept vomiting in the morning. So I told my partner, he's like, we have to go to the doctors, because he was really scared. Like we both couldn't have a baby because we both had really strict parents. And so what we did was he said we gotta go to the doctors, and I was like, I don't even have my Medicare card, it's in my mom's wallet. And he was like, so what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't want to go to the doctors, I'm probably not even pregnant. And then he's like, then why are you getting sick? And I was like, I don't know, like I just really wanted like to like not talk about it. I just really didn't want to be pregnant. So I just kept getting sick, and then I was like, okay, I have to go to the doctors. So what I did was, when my mom was sleeping, I went through her wallet and I took my Medicare card, because if I just asked her for the Medicare card, she would be like, why do you need it? So I wasn't gonna risk that. So I took out the Medicare card, and I went to I wagged school the next day, and me and my partner, we went to the doctors, and then they took my blood tests and everything, and like they took all my blood tests, they took my urine test, and then they told me to come back in like 2 days. And they asked me had I taken a pregnancy test myself, and I said no, because I didn't want to tell them that I did, because then they might be like, well then you are, but they don't know that. I was probably like, nah, I shouldn't tell them, because it was a cheap one and I took it like 3 months ago, and I'm just finding out now. They said I was pregnant, and I was like, oh my gosh, this cannot, like I don't know, I didn't believe it. And then my partner was so scared, because he has really strict parents, and he was like the youngest out of the older kids, if that makes sense. But me, I was the youngest out of my siblings, so I was scared for my life. Went to the doctors, they said everything was like, it was all like positive, like I was pregnant. And I freaked out. So the next day of school, I told my friends, and like, you know, like you want to tell your friends, because who else are you going to tell? You can't exactly tell your parents. So then I told my friends, and they were like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't know, like I'm telling you because I don't know what I want to do. Like I was so scared, like I really just wanted to cry, because I did not, like the only thing I was worried about was getting a hiding. Like I wasn't thinking about the fact that I was pregnant. The fact, like what I was thinking about was like I was pregnant and I'm gonna get a hiding because my parents are gonna find out. Like I don't know why the only thing I was thinking about was getting a hiding, because like, girl, you got a damn body in you, and the only thing you're thinking about is that you're gonna get a hiding. And so I just, you know, I was so scared. And then this one day at school, my year advisor, so I was in my PE class, it was the last period of the day, and then the bell went for everyone to go home. And I got up, and then my PE teacher was like, Ashina, can you stay back? And I was like, sure. I didn't think anything of it, because it's school, like, it's just my PE teacher, so probably just one of my assignments or something. And then it was so damn awkward, because my PE teacher was an islander, so I felt so embarrassed. And so what he asked me was, are you pregnant? And I was like, so all I was thinking in my head was like, what the heck, like how did he find out? He's a damn teacher. The only person I told was like my friends at school. And I was like, because me and my partner, we went to the same school, so I was like, don't tell me he told somebody. So yeah, my PE teacher asked me if I was pregnant, and I just denied it. I was like, no, what? And he was like, are you sure? Because he's like, are you sure, like if you need anything, like I'm here. And then he was my PE teacher and my year advisor, so that's why he was like trying to be as supportive as he could. And then wait, did I say supervisor? Yeah, year advisor. Yeah, he was my PE teacher and my year advisor, so like he was just trying his best to be supportive. So like I just wanted to go home because I was like, what the heck, how did he find out? And then like he just kept asking me, and then I just kept denying it. And then he just kept asking, like, I'm here, you know, like the school is here for you, you know. And then I said yes, because I was like, I can't lie, like if I am pregnant, I have to keep it. So then I was like to him, yes I am. And then he was like, what are you gonna do, are you gonna keep it? And I was like, I don't know. And then he said that he has to tell our principal, and our principal was a girl. And I was like, oh it's alright, like you don't have to. And he said he does have to, because as my year advisor he has to tell my principal. And I got so damn scared, because if the principal found out, then she probably would have wanted to tell my mom. And then the next day I went to school, I got called to the principal's office, and the principal was talking to me, and I'm just in my damn head like, this is none of your business, why do you want to talk to me about it? It's my business. And then the teacher was like, are you gonna tell your parents? And I was like, yeah, when I'm ready. And then she was like, I think we should arrange a meeting with your mom. And I was like, oh no, I think it's best if I just tell my mom myself, because like it's my mom. And just put the brightest on. Yeah, and I was like, no, it's alright, like, because it's my mom, I want to tell her myself. And then the teacher was like, no, I think it's best. And like she was so damn good at convincing me, because I finally said, alright, we'll just have a meeting then, because it's probably better. Like I'll probably like stutter when I tell my mom, or like I probably won't even tell my mom. And then she was like, alright, I'll call your mom tomorrow morning. And then at the end of the day of school, like that day, I just kept thinking about it. I was like, am I doing the right thing? Like, do I really want my mom to find out at school that I was pregnant? And then I just regretted like saying yes. So then I went back to the principal's office, and I was like, oh don't worry about what we talked about this morning, like I'll tell my mom myself. And she's like, no, like we're gonna book that appointment. And I was like, no, I really just want to tell my mom myself, because like, and either way it's my choice. Like she can't like decide herself if she wants to tell my mom, because it isn't her business and it isn't her news to tell. Anyways, I thought she would listen to me, because I said I wanted to tell my mom myself. And out of respect, you should, because first of all, you're my damn principal, you're not like my family member or anything, so you don't have a say. And then the next morning I felt sick, and then my mom came to pick me up because I felt sick. And then by the time I went to the office for my mom to come pick me up, my principal already had my mom in her office by the time I went down. And whoa, I just like skipped the whole big damn part of this story. Let's rewind back. The day before school, the day before that, so the day that my principal said she was gonna like book the meeting the next day, I went home. And so mind you, I told my brother, his partner, because like I wanted to tell an adult, like someone older than me. So then I told him not to tell anyone, like I was going to tell my mom and dad, but I wanted his help. And then he told my dad, but I didn't know he told my dad. And then that day that I got back from school, my dad called me and he's like, can I talk to your mom? I was like, yeah, alright. I didn't think anything of it, because like, I don't know, like I was like, I don't know, I just didn't think anything of it. And then my mom, I gave the phone to my mom. I went back to my room. She was talking on the phone to my dad. And then my mom screams my name. She was like, Shnita. And I went and I was like, yes. And then she was like, are you pregnant? And I was like, no. And then she asked me twice. And she was like, are you pregnant? I was like, no, what the heck? And then she's like, I want to ask you one more time. And you better not lie to me. And she was like, are you pregnant? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I said I don't know because I just couldn't say yes. Like, I was just like, I don't know. Like, because, bro, damn, if any of you know my mom, she is scary. But anyways, the next day, obviously, I went to school. I felt sick. But when my mom found out, she just kept asking me. She was like, we're going to go to the doctor's tomorrow. I'm going to pick you up from school when I finish work. And we're going to go see if you're pregnant. I was like, okay. And then I felt sick. And then my mom came anyways because we had a doctor's appointment. And then by the time I went to the office, she was already in the damn principal's office. And my principal had told my mom already before I even went down. And then I went in the principal's office. And then mom's like, your principal is telling me that you're pregnant and you said you don't know. And I was like, that's because I didn't want to tell you. I wanted to tell you myself. And then like my principal was for saying she needs your support, she's young, she needs her mom. My mom changed into a whole different person. She was like, I know, I found out yesterday and I was telling her that I was going to take her to the doctors and I was going to be there for her. And I was like, wait a minute, you did not say that. She was full yelling at me the day before saying that she was going to take me to the doctors to find out if I was pregnant. And she was saying that you better not be pregnant. And then she was just being nice that whole day ever since she had that talk with my principal. And I was like, what did the principal say to you before I got to the damn office? Because like she was way too nice. And then when we left, like, so my mom told the principal, like, yeah, I've been telling her that I was gonna be there for her, and like we were gonna figure out like how far she is and like blah blah blah. I think the part of it was like my mom was like a bit embarrassed that the principal found out before her, and I was like a bit upset because that is not a position I wanted to put my mom in, like her finding out I was pregnant from a stranger, like someone she does not know. And then you know, mom was like, yeah, we'll take her to the doctors. And then we went to the doctors and we found out how far I was. And then after like we were in the car on the way home, my mom's like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to keep the baby? And I was like, I want to keep it. Like, because I was so against abortion, like I would never. And I was like to her, yeah, I want to keep it. And she was like, all right, I would never like, it's your decision. If you want to keep it, you keep it. And I was so shocked, you guys. Like, I thought like my mom was gonna tell me like, no, get rid of it, like, but she was so like she was so understanding. Like, she was like, it's up to you. If you want to keep it, then you keep it. And I was like, I was gonna cry, guys, because like it was so shocking. Like, my mom is so strict. She's been so strict with me since I was a little girl. I think this is the one thing that she was trying to avoid, like hearing her youngest kid getting pregnant. But you know, it happened and there was nothing that she could do about it but be there for me. And that's what she did. She was there for me and she was very supportive. She was like, if you want to keep it, you keep it. And then I was like, yeah, I want to keep it. And then she was very supportive of that. And she just took me to every single doctor's appointment, all my midwife appointments. She was always there for me. She got me health insurance for me and the baby. Like, she got everything set. Like, she was ready. And she was always worried about me every day. Like she got back home from work, she would like call me like, am I hungry? Do I want any food? And she would come every morning with food. That was my favorite thing about, like, I wasn't using her or anything. Like, she was just like, you know, checking if her pregnant daughter was hungry. And I was always hungry, guys. And she always brought me food. It was the best. Like, she always brought me food. And then my dad, when he found out my mom found out and everything was sorted, he was really against it. Like, he didn't want me to keep the baby. He wanted me to drop out of school after he found out that I wanted to keep the baby and it was too late to do anything. And then yeah, he said drop out of school, and I was like, I want to stay in school. And then he was like, no, you're gonna get bullied, you might get the wrong ID and you might want to like hurt yourself. And I was like, that is not gonna happen. Half of the school already know. I don't even know how the school knows, but the teachers know, the students know, everyone knew. But but then I just dropped out of school anyways because it kind of got in my head, and I was like, maybe I don't want to be in school and everyone's staring at me. And then so I dropped out. I was in year 11, I dropped out, and then what did I do? And then I just stayed home. I tried looking for a course to study, but I couldn't, so I just stayed. I was working at McDonald's, so I just worked every day while I was pregnant until I was 8 months pregnant, and I stopped working. And then because they were like, you need to stop coming to work, like you need to stay home, relax before the baby comes, and I was like, all right, sweet. I didn't mind, like I stayed home. And then let's rewind to the day that I gave birth. So guys, I had early contractions at like midnight, and I was like at first I thought like they were just normal pains because I didn't give birth on my due date, it was the next day. So then I was like, maybe they're just like, you know, like I don't know, like they're just normal pains. So then I just ignored it at first, and then it got about 3 a.m. and then I was like, oh, it's really sore, like this is not normal pain, it's like a bit worse, but it wasn't as bad, it was just worse pain than I usually get. And then I told my sister, I'll wake up my sister because my mom was at work, and I was like, can you wake up our stepdad, like can you take us to the hospital? And then we called my mom first before we wake up my stepdad, and she's like, just call the ambulance, like you got your health insurance, you don't have to pay for anything, like the ambulance will just take you straight there. And I was like, I'm not in labor, like I'm just in so much pain, I just want to go to the hospital. And then I was like, can we just wake him up, like I just really want to go. So then my sister would just wake up my stepdad, and mind you, he had work in 2 hours, that's why we were really scared to wake him up. And then he drove us to the hospital, and then he left because he had to get some rest. So it was me, my partner, my sister went to the hospital, and they measured me and they checked me, and then they were like, you're just in early labor, like do you want to stay here until like later, or do you want to go home and then come back when the pain comes back, like when you start having your contractions? And I was like, I just want to go home, like I didn't want to stay, I just wanted to go home in my own bed, I didn't want to stay there because like if I wasn't having the baby, I don't want to be there. And then we left, and then when it got to about like 8 o'clock in the morning, when everyone's going, like, so we had an alleyway right outside my window, and that alleyway went to a primary school. And when it hit about 8 o'clock, when everyone's starting to get to school, I started having my contractions really early, like really bad contractions. And my mom called the hospital, and she was like, just time the contractions, and then you know, if it gets worse, just come. And then it just got really bad, and I couldn't handle it, and I was like, Mom, we need to go. I was screaming my head off, and I was crying, and all you can hear through my window is kids saying, Mom, what's that, like what's wrong, like is that lady in trouble? And oh my god, I was like, Mom, I want to go now, I don't want to stay here, like the kids can hear me. And then she took me to the hospital, and we went in, I got my room, I laid down, and I really needed to go to the toilet, guys, like I really needed to chuck number 2. And the doctor was like, no honey, you don't need to go to the toilet, it's just the baby's head. I was like, in my head, I know that this isn't the baby's head, like I really need to chuck a number 2. And I wasn't allowed to go to the toilet or anything, but I really needed to pee too. So I was like, no, I can't hold it. As soon as the midwife left, I went straight in the bathroom. Mom's like, make sure you don't shit out the baby's head. And I was like, I'm not, like I really need to pee. And then I went to the bathroom, and then I felt like my sorry guys, like this is disgusting, but I felt my number 2 coming, and I was like, Mom, I really need to chuck the shit. And then my mom told the midwife, she's like, she's saying like she needs to do a number 2, like she needs to go to the toilet. And the midwife was like, no, don't do it, like it's the baby's head, like you can't start pushing it. And I was like, oh my god. So I sucked it back in, and I went back in the bed, and I was in so much pain, guys. And I was taking gas, it started helping with my contractions. And then yeah, I took the gas, and it was helping, and then I had the baby, guys. And then I went straight to the damn toilet because I needed to do number 2. But that's the story of my pregnancy, and you know, life is great. My baby is now 16 months. I have a boy. I'm gonna insert a picture here of my happiness. He is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like, I wouldn't trade anything for him. Like, honestly, like, I may have gotten into so much trouble, like, through the whole process of having him baking in my stomach, but I would go through all that again just to have him, guys. Like, he is, if any of you know my baby, he is like full of energy, guys. He is really like, he's a happy baby, and he isn't that naughty. Like, he listens, and he's very smart. Pretty like challenging at first. It was really challenging because when I had the baby, I had to learn how to breastfeed, because how else was my baby gonna eat? And I couldn't, like, I was so scared to be by myself at the hospital, because you're not allowed to have guests over at the hospital every night. And I was so scared, you guys. Like, I couldn't breastfeed. I don't know how to breastfeed. Like, what the heck, how am I even supposed to hold the baby? Like, it came pretty naturally, but the breastfeeding part did not come naturally. Like, I really couldn't do it. And then I tried my best throughout the night. I just kept ringing the bell for the like nurses to help me, and I really think that they got annoyed, because like, I think you can't leave the hospital unless they know that you can take care of the baby yourself. And I was really trying my best not to ring the bell, because I really wanted to leave the hospital. And then I just, like, I couldn't stop but like click the button, because I was like so confused. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I don't know what to do. I was so scared, guys. Anyways, guys, right now he stayed with me the whole night, and he went to go buy a baby bottle and some formula, because I was like, I can't do this. So then the midwife was like, best thing is to just go buy a bottle, sterilize it, and just make formula. So then that's what we did, and I just, you know, I was just giving him the formula, because I really couldn't breastfeed, guys. Like, it was so hard for me. I couldn't do it. And then yeah, I just after a few months I went back to work, and everyone was pretty shocked, because they were like, you just gave birth to a baby like 2 months ago and you're back at work. And I was like, I'm just so bored. Like, I really just wanted to get out of the house. I was like, and everyone's like, what about your baby? I was like, I really did miss him. Like, I regretted the first day I went back to work, because I missed him so much. But like, postpartum is like real, guys. Like, I just wanted to leave the house. I wanted to get out. I was like I felt like just because I had a baby, I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't go out. But just because you're a mom doesn't mean you can't do anything, especially if you have a supportive family that is willing to look after your baby. Even if you have a supportive partner that is willing to look after your baby, so you can go out and have fun with the girls. But yeah, that's what I did. I went to work. I took some time off on the weekends to go hang out with my friends. I did take out my baby with me when I went out for lunch dates with my friends and stuff like that. And yeah, it's not bad to be a young mom. Like, it is so fun, guys. Like I can get bored during the day, but I'll always have Malachi to like give me company, or like just to wake me up, like get me out of bed, like not be lazy. Because if I didn't have a baby and I didn't have a job, I wasn't studying, I would be sleeping in bed all freaking day. But I have a baby, and he wakes me up every morning, early in the morning. But it is worth it. Like, it gets me up, it motivates me to, you know, clean the house, do him, like look for a job, because I'm currently not working, guys. I quit my job. Kind of regret it, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it does motivate me to get up and, you know, do something. Because trust me, if you don't have a kid and you don't have a job and you're not in school anymore, or like, you know, you didn't have money to go out with your friends, you would be sleeping in bed all day doing nothing. And yeah, so this is why, like, I just wanted to just get into YouTube and, you know, express my life. And because I'm a really shy person, and I usually don't really talk to like people, or like I feel really awkward filming myself. So like, this is why I was so awkward filming this video without Sarah, because it doesn't feel the same. Like, it does not feel the same filming without her. But, you know, she wanted to take a break, and I just wanted to continue making videos. So that is the answer to all you guys' questions that's been asking me, like, where's Sarah? Why isn't Sarah in the videos? but she will be making her own channel again when she's ready to be making videos, but at the moment she just wants to take a break. But yeah, I think I have explained most of the main parts of my pregnancy story and about being a young mom. Like, there's not really much to tell about being a young mom, but it is fun. And it's like, at first, like when you have a baby, you get scared. And I have been getting messages from girls like around my age saying like, I just found out I'm pregnant, I don't know what to do, can I have some advice, how did you tell your parents? And honestly, the answer to that is everyone has their own way of telling their parents. Like, if I tell you how I told my parents, doesn't mean that's how you have to tell your parents. Like, you'll have your own time to tell your parents, or like you can do it your own way. Like, and don't ask me how my parents reacted, because all parents are different. Like, see, I thought my mom was gonna freak out. She did freak out, but I thought she was gonna say don't keep it, but surprisingly she said to keep it. But yeah, I have been getting inboxes saying like how did your parents react, can you tell me how I should tell my parents? But there's no answer to that. Like, tell your parents the way you want to tell them, because they will react differently to the way my parents reacted, because everyone's different. And I do reply to people that ask me like, how was my pregnancy, when did I start getting morning sickness, and how long was I in labor for. And I did answer all the questions, like you know, like how long my labor was and when did I start getting morning sickness. But honestly, it does, like, everyone's different. Like, I can't predict when you're gonna get morning sickness or like how long you're gonna be in labor for. Everyone's different, but you know, it's all worth it in the end because we all get a little blessing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I am out of words and I don't know what else to talk about. But yeah, sorry if I was awkward, but yeah, like, I get really awkward about talking about being a young mom. Like, it's not that I'm embarrassed, but I just, like, it's still shocking to me that I am a mom, because I am 18, I have a 1-year-old, and yeah, it's just like, even though like I have had a baby for a year, it still feels unreal, but it is the best thing. So yeah, I hope this video was like good enough. Like, I hope this video explained to you my pregnancy story and my like giving birth story and how being a young mom is for me. But yeah, I will be posting another video. Someone wanted me to post a video in Nita's shoes for 1 day, so I'll be posting that. And if you have any challenges you want me to post, just comment below and I will be open to doing any challenges. And yeah, just don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and put that post notification bell on. And yeah, just share this video, get everyone to subscribe to my channel because I will be putting more content on it. And yeah, have a blessed day everyone, and yeah, God bless. Bye.
When you see him, notice on me. When you see him, notice on me. When you see him, know that that's on me, right?